I've read several articles in The Economist, and I was also researching it a bit myself. And I think it's a really difficult scenario, and I do tend to think that we need to exercise a lot of caution with the way we, with what our role is and how we get involved, especially with getting real involved in other countries in the past.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's Al-Qaeda that did it. I think they set them up.
I know about the airstrike. That's about it right now.
Right.
We don't belong there. We don't belong in anything. We got enough problems going on over here, but we got to take our money and send it over there.
I think maybe they do have some valid evidence. We don't know yet.
What their goal is, I don't think they know either. But,
no.
Just to bomb, for 3 days because he had a line in the sand.
Right.
He has to defend now is ridiculous.
Right.
I honestly have no clue what's going on with that right now. I know that there's war going on over there or something.
Well, I mean, it's called the War on Terror.
Yeah.
So terrorists, I guess, would be the easy answer.
Al-Qaeda.
Absolutely.
No.
Okay. Anybody really knows the answer to that question?
They're not going to come right out and say it.
They actually have, though, that some of those groups that are fighting against Syria is Al-Qaeda.
I think one of the issues with Syria is that there are bad guys on both sides. So I think it's easy for us to say, oh, well, Assad is bad and the rebellion is good. But there are a lot of, awful rebel groups within that rebellion that are vying for power too. So, overtaking Assad might just be putting another, group of terrorists in power over the people.
Currently, Syria is in the middle of a civil war.
Yes.
Okay. Their insurgents are a collective, really, but it is documented that
They have ties.
of that is Al-Qaeda.
Here's just one example, not to cut you off, but Washington Times, I have multiple different news agencies here. And it says Syria warns U.S. that Al-Qaeda has hijacked the revolution. So as we stated before, it started off as a peaceful revolution of the people against the regime. And it says here, the movement now brims with violent terrorist operatives aligned with Al-Qaeda and al-Nusra.
The short answer is never get into a fight between two enemies of ours. And there's no benefit to us.
I don't know the letter of the law. It's certainly a difficult situation to get into. But then again, most of the people we've had wars against, we put in power before it.
Yeah, I would say that in a way we are. I think one of the issues that we had with Egypt was actually in deposing Egypt's dictator, we were actually losing in what in one way could be considered an ally with us, even though he was a dictator, and putting even worse individuals in place. And so I think, in a way, it could be looked at as aiding and abetting. That's why I think overall we need to take a more cautious approach to this.
Treason is outlined in many ways, but specifically by helping the enemy. Now, if Syria is fighting Al-Qaeda right now, and we're at war with Al-Qaeda, if we bomb Syria, who are we helping?
Al-Qaeda.
That would fall under the class of treason, as per our Constitution.
Now this is Article 3, Section 3, which states, treason against the United States shall consist of only in levying war against them and in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. So we have already discussed the fact that we are aiding Al-Qaeda, which is in Syria. This, according to our Constitution, is treason. What you had read states the fact that if you commit treason, you cannot hold office.
We're at war with Al-Qaeda as of 9/11.
Yeah.
According to the Constitution, we are aiding and abetting Al-Qaeda by attacking Syria. We're helping their cause if they're fighting against Syria.
Yeah, of course.
So
You cannot aid the enemy, because if you aid the enemy, that's considered treason. So by doing that, that means you're no longer able to be president. And that actually gives us authority to take him out of office.
Well, that's pretty good. I won't even bother showing you the Constitution at this point.
You already know it.
If it's the rebels and we attack Assad, then we're no better off than we are now, because we're supporting one side, and it's so convoluted. We gotta be careful.
Do you know what the penalty for treason is?
Well, it depends, I guess, who committed the treason.
I'm sure it does.
It should be expulsion of office from those currently holding office.
We'll start with that, and we'll just stop with that.
This is how I look at the whole situation. More or less, what the media is trying to show to us is we're over there because Assad is poisoning, chemicaling,
all his people over there. America's killing our own people with food, junk, chemtrails in the sky. So,
GMOs.
so why aren't we doing something here first before we go over there?
Drones.
Exactly.
What made you come out here today with this though? Apart from Doc.
Well, I feel like I owe it to my daughter. You know, I have a future to provide to my daughter. I feel that I had 18 years of peace.
Right.
I find it unfair that I will allow this to happen and my daughter grow up into a war that I couldn't stop.
Right.
Or my peers couldn't stop.
Do you believe that by actions like this we can stop the industrial military complex?
Yes, and we have everybody, you know, get off, like, not get off the Facebook, but like, stop with their mediocre, like, way of living and actually see what's going on in real life. You know, we can change what's going on around us.
Right.
Not little by little, because we are the people. These elected officials work for us.
Absolutely.
So if we don't change it, nobody else will.
Right. Check out correctaxiom.com. Real hip hop.